its rich tobacco-hued sunburst finish, oversized F-holes, and large tortoise pickguard, Gretsch's updated New Yorker boasts a handsome old-school appearance. The guitar is based on the company's budget arch top of the same name for the 1950s, and as you might expect from the price, the New Yorker doesn't have quite the sweetness or richness of the finest vintage 16-inch arch tops. But it does have an appealing voice, with a good bit of the mid-range bark and warmth characteristic of an arch top. The G9550 New Yorker is part of the new Gretsch Roots collection of affordable guitars, banjos, resonators, ukuleles, and mandolins with attractive retro styling. The New Yorker's arched soundboard is made from solid spruce, as is becoming more common on instruments in this price range. The back and rims are plain laminated maple stained a deep brown. The mahogany neck sports a rosewood fretboard, the same material as the bridge and in nice detail the end pin. Like the original article, this retro New Yorker's got the simplest appointments. Creme binding on the body and neck, 4 pearloid dot position markers on the fretboard, and on its paddle-shaped headstock, the New Yorker designation inlaid in pearl under the Gretsch logo. Grover's open-geared, stay-tight tuners with black buttons are another sharp-looking touch. While it feels great, the guitar's satin finish, likely a cost-cutting measure, detracts from the vintage vibe. At only 4 pounds 12 ounces and a little more than 3 inches deep, the New Yorker is comfortable to hold, more manageable than the typical 17 or 18-inch box. The neck, which has a vintage V profile, is ample but not cumbersome, and the guitar plays beautifully out of the box without any adjustments needed. The action is nice and low without detracting from the tone. It's just as easy to whip out chord melodies as it is to run up-tempo single-note lines up and down the length of the 9.45-inch radius fretboard, with its slightly short scale of just 25 inches. The New Yorker responds well to percussive chordal fragments in the manner of Freddie Green, the late guitarist of the Count Basie Orchestra, or for strumming in the gypsy jazz style. It also handles melodic work well, both in single notes and in the form of drop 2 chords, with a decent presence and bloom to the notes in all registers, not to mention a suspicion of natural reverb. But the New Yorker isn't just a jazz box. Its old-timey sound works well for Carter strumming and for rootsy accompaniment in general. The instrument's 1.75-inch nut makes it hospitable to fingerpicking. Country blues style, ragtime, and other approaches sound especially nice on the New Yorker. It also works well in alternate tunings like Open G, Open D, and Dadgad. And the Grover machine heads, unlike vintage tuners, make it easy to access those tunings. While Gretsch's New Yorker might not be a sonic doppelganger of a vintage guitar, it does sound unmistakably like an arch top, with a clear, punchy tone suitable not just for jazz, but for a range of rootsy idioms. At a glance, this instrument looks like it's 70 years old, but it boasts modern performance and is great fun to play. What's best is that at well under $1,000, the new New Yorker costs a fraction of the price of an original, making it an ideal choice for a player who's looking to casually cross over into archtop territory. Here's James DePreto playing the Gretsch New Yorker.